music take you there, where Star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart, where Star will take you there.
Ang pagnanakaw, pangangalakal at pagpili ng bahagi ng power transmission lines ay pinagbabawal ng batas. Bukod sa parusang 20 taon ng pagkakabilanggo at magmumulta ng 50,000 hanggang 100,000. Maaari itong magdulot ng inyong kamatayan kapag nakuryente ka. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugula Union or contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TJ Home Builders po.
TJ Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tjhomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So, meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TJ Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-o-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TJ Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Kapag labis pong nainitan o nausukan ng mga linya, tore at mga materyales na nakakabit dito, maaaring magdulot ito ng pagkaantala sa daloy ng kuryente. Bukod sa apoy, ang usok mula sa pagsisiga ay nagiging dahilan para ma-ionize ang hangin sa paligid ng linya ng kuryente. Ang mismong hangin ay pwedeng maging konduktor ng kuryente sa pagitan ng mga kable. Ang usok ay maaaring daluyan ng kuryente papuntang lupa at maging sanhi ng brownout. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa BAW!
Tumindig Thursday! Wow, no? Kahit patapos ng araw ng linggo, talagang bigay todo pa rin at talagang tumindig kung paano tayo tumitindig kahit sa gitna ng pandemya at kanya-kanyang larangan kung paano tumitindig ito at nagbibigay inspirasyon. Di ba, Kikay?
Yes, Kamsat. Sorry, medyo nagigil.
Yes.
Ayan. So, para kanino kayo tumitindig? Para saan ang tinitindigan nyo? And mga Car Rangers, it's very, very exciting ngayong umaga dahil we have amazing guests that will show us kung paano sila tumindig in their respective course of being a public servant. Di ba,
Yes
partner?
naman, oo naman, na talagang kasama nyo kami na titindig sa mga pagsubok sa buhay. Ito ang tambalang nagumapaw ng good vibes. Ito ang tambalang Sipaw! At ako, si Papa P ang magpapatuloy ng arangkada stories dito sa Cordillera, Luzon, buong Pilipinas at buong mundo.
Grabe, partner,
Yes.
kahit sinisipon ka.
Oo naman.
Sabi ko sa inyo, mga Car Rangers, para sa inyo kami tumitindig
Yes.
at para sa inyo kami bumabangon. Nag-advertise bigla.
Oo naman.
Anyways, critical, inspiring stories, hatid ng tambalang ito. At
Oo.
syempre, kasama nyo sa kakikayan at kakulitan, siya Kikay.
Ayun, na talagang itong tambalang na ito ay magbibigay sa inyo ng mga talagang kaganapan dito. Mamaya din, pag-uusapan natin ang salitang tumindig nga. Talagang nauso ang salitang tumindig, di ba, Kikay? At ngayong araw, ang guest natin, it's all about the pagtuturo naman. Talaga, alam naman natin na talagang last time talagang binigyan natin ng pagpupugay ang ating mga guro at paano siya tumindig at pinakita ang kanyang serbisyo para sa ating bayan.
Yun
Oo.
nga, partner. And hindi lang kasi yung limitations niya hindi lang siya guro.
Yes.
Isa rin siyang mabuting kapatid
Wow.
at also a good friend to others. And hindi papatalo isa nating guest for this day. Kasi partner,
Oo.
medyo naaga ang pag-educate at pagbigay natin ng tindig sa mga voters natin because today, we will have with us Attorney Elenita.
Yes, of course. At ito nga, paano tumindig sa mga iba't ibang violations, lalo na ngayong naralapit na eleksyon. At syempre, paugnay sa voters ed natin yan. At talagang kailangan nating bantayan.
Kaya nga, kailangan nating bantayan ang bawat botos natin, mga Car Rangers. And buti na lang, we have attorney with us that will give us to give us away from the Filipino election culture, di ba?
Ayun, sa mga ka-Rangers natin, i-comment nyo dyan kung paano kayo tumindig at na-inspire ninyo ang inyong mga kababayan at inyong kapwa para tumindig sa inyong perspektibo, prinsipyo sa buhay at pinaniniwalaan sa ating mundo.
Yes naman. Kahit anong pagtindig pa yan, mga Car Rangers, I hope it's always for the best and for the best of others.
Yes, iba yung naisip ko kapag tumindig pagtindig. At
yan?
talagang umagang-umaga, ayan, at bibigyan namin kayo ng talagang mabubusog kayo sa ating makaganapan. Ito pa rin si Papa P.
At siya Kikay, and
At
ito ang tambalang
Sipaw ng Morning Balitaktakan. Nagbabalik ang tambalang Sipaw! At ito talagang araw natin kung paano tayo pinapakita ang salitang tumindig. Ikaw, Shikikay, sa hinaharap nating pandemya at syempre sa buhay nating pinagdadaanan, paano ka tumindig?
Partner naman eh.
Yes,
Di ba? Well, marami tayong aspetong tinitindigan ngayon. Pero ang pinaka gusto ko is yung pagtindig ko bilang isang nanay
Oh, wow.
sa mga anak ko. And it's always, good morning anak. And I hope you're doing your modules. Medyo maaga pa pero alam kong gagawin mo yan. And yun siguro, partner, in the aspects of our life, talagang sa bilang isang babae, yun talaga, feeling ko I am worthy as a woman because tumindig ako as a mother to them. Ikaw naman, partner.
Yes, so wow, salute sa iyo. Happy Mother's Day. Kaya hindi na Happy Mother's Day
Pinaaga,
talaga, no?
oo.
At talaga ako naman, kung paano tumindig, talagang ngayon, hinarap tayo at sinubok tayo ng pandemya at nakita talaga natin yung reality check nga sabi nga nila.
Yes.
Talagang ngayon, ipinapakita natin kahit sa social media, pag-click pa lang natin, pag-share pa lang natin ng mga dapat na ipahiwatig at para magising ang mga nasa trono para sa kanilang pagsiservisyo. Para sa akin, yun yung way ko para tumindig. Doon pa lang pwede natin maipakita yung suporta natin. At sabi nga sa eleksyon, ginagawa natin ito hindi para sa politiko, ginagawa natin ito para sa ating bayan, para sa ating bansa.
Yun nga, Kabsat, real talk nga.
Yes,
ika
real
nga.
talk ika nga nila.
We're done with all of this hearsays and lip reading and lip praising these people. We need actions, lalo na ngayong pandemya. And partner, ibigay na natin ang balita natin.
Oh, yes naman, talagang nabanggit mo. Ang aksyon talagang sa La Union, kakaiba ang talagang umaaksyon. Mga Paw Patrol, talagang mga aso na kung saan ito good news na kung saan nagkaroon po tayo ng Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
These dogs are may-ari ng farmer na kung saan sila yung nakahanap ng 170 sea turtle eggs along the shores of San Juan Town in La Union. At nakakatuwa dahil talagang ayon kay ating volunteer ng KURMA, Coastal Underwater Resource Management Actions, it's a non-organization na dedicated nila ang kanyang serbisyo sa pagprotekta ng pawikan. At ang volunteer na ito si Johnny Manlugay. At mga aso niya ang nakadiscover dito. At sabi pa nga niya, mas okay pa daw na yung enough time niya ay ginagawa niya sa pagvo-volunteer. And according to Manlugay also, instead of harvesting crops now, sabi niya, decided to save his energy and search for sea turtles' nest with his Paw Patrol. Dogs namely Bantay, Bulak, Totoy at Tutay. Wow na wow. Hello, binabati ko sila. Ayan, nakaka-proud, no? Talagang kahit mga aso, nagbibigay sila ng serbisyo at aksyon para matulungan ang ating mga pawikan.
Yun nga, partner, nakaka-good vibes talaga yan. And before in my previous job, I was given the chance na makahawak ng sea turtles and it's really an amazing feeling. And to our Paw Patrol, grabe maraming salamat. Si partner nga din Fur Daddy yan. So, I know malapit yan sa puso mo, di ba, partner? And, balik naman tayo dito sa Baguio City. And now, last September, we had the largest numbers of COVID-19 positive, unfortunately.
Yes.
However, we were able to identify which age category this belongs to. And nakita nga natin by our research that it comes with a working economic community. And these are ages between 20 to 49 years old. However, the thing is that with our vaccination upping app, nakakatuwa kasi we will be catering to all categories and tutok lang kasi bibigyan namin kayo ng napakagandang update for that.
Ayun, ito nga kaugnay nga rito, talagang bibigyan natin sila ng update sa ating COVID-19 dito sa syudad ng Baguio. At good news dahil alam mo kung bakit, Shikikay?
Yes, Kabsat.
Dahil meron tayong higit 500 na recoveries as of October 6 po yan, kahapon. At talagang kahit na pumalo tayo sa higit 235 na active cases, talagang umarangkada pa rin ang ating recoveries ng exactly 503 na sumatotal ay 20,405 recoveries that day. Talagang good vibes ito. Good vibes talagang nagbibigay sa atin ng bagong laban para malabanan natin ang COVID-19. At ito na nga ang ating vaccination schedule. Oo.
Right,
At,
Kabsat, simulan na natin again. The vaccination will be catering from categories 8 to 6. And mga ka-Rangers, no stubs needed anymore, diba? So this is a 4-hour schedule today, 8 to 2 p.m. starting with Bishop Carlito Senzon Sports Center. And that is for first dose within our, again, A1 to A6, including mga ka-Ranger, rest of the population. So again, no subs needed. Just bring your QR code, valid ID, or barangay certificate of residency within the 6 months. And mga ka-Rangers, for those second dose, please be guided that yung mga po available, supposedly, to have their vaccines on August 6 for AstraZeneca, punta na kasi available na po, at Moderna also on September 6. So again, please be sure to secure your QR code.
Yes naman, isa sa mga tatlo nating vaccination site dito sa syudad ng Baguio, ang ating University of Baguio or UBGym. At ito na, umarangkada sila ngayong araw, having our A1 to A6 yan. Good news, mga ka-Rangers, dahil ito yung mga hindi na kailangan ng stub dito sa ating ngayong araw na to. At just bring your QR code at open to all barangays. Wow, good news na good news to. Dudumugit to. At pero syempre, mga ka-Rangers, ingat-ingat pa rin po tayo. Observe natin ang physical distancing natin at ating paggamit ng face mask at face shield. At UBGym also cater our second dose naman for those who missed their second doses ng Sinovac, AstraZeneca at Pfizer.
Naman, Kabsat, isa pa from our 3 vaccination site naman is SMB1 Parking. The same thing, mga ka-Rangers, A1 to A6 category falling onto. Please make sure to get your stabs and QR code again. And nakakatuwa for our second dose that had delay before or prior, punta lang po kasi they are catering to both actually lahat nga Sinovac, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, and Gamaleya Sputnik 5. So please proceed to this site.
Yun, talaga. At ngayong araw to talagang titindig tayo kasama ang ating mga viewers at manonood. Sino ang mga pwede nating batiin at patuloy na sumusuporta sa atin, Shikikay?
Kabsat, syempre, our ever-dying, endearing our parents, syempre, our mothers, and ako na yung babati sa nanay mo. Inanahan talaga kita to Ma'am Brenda. Good morning, Mama. Ingat ka dyan. Nakimama talaga. And to my father na maraming utos kaya nanonood ngayon. Making sure na gagawin ko lahat ng utos. Joke. Just kidding.
At bati naman natin ang ating mga production talaga na talagang buong team ng Highland TV. Ayan kay Sir Duby, Sir Leo, Sir Noel, at ang ating si Sir Randolph. Hello po sa inyo. At live na galing sila sa ating airport ng Binalonan. Wow na wow.
Naman, di ba?
Nakaka-excite dyan. Hello. At ingat po dyan at padayon sa serbisyo natin. Yun.
Kaya nga nang galing sa Lingayen yung mga yan kahapon tapos nag-send pa sila ng pictures pero walang pasalubong, di ba?
Yes,
so ngayon naman, joke. Good morning at ingat kayo dyan.
Yes, ingat-ingat po tayo dyan. At syempre sa ating mga fitness, mga partners natin dyan na patuloy na tumutulong sa atin na mag-inspire. Sila Coach Mel, Coach Matt, Coach Edu, with our mga kabading natin, with our jogging buddies na si Rovs at Rosa. Hello po sa inyo. Ayan, padayon sa ating pag-fitness journey natin.
Exactly. And Sir Rain pa, PSA daw po. Again, daily single plug ulit. Looking for taga-break ng NBSB status. Naku, totoo ba yung NBSB na yan, Sir Ray?
Oo naman. At talagang ngayon, pag-usapan na natin. Excited na ako sa ating guest ngayon. At bigyan natin ng konting brief kung sino ang ating magiging guest ngayong pagtindig.
Kaya nga, partner, surprisingly, mga ka-Rangers, she is one of the youngest who have gotten her doctorate in PhD in education, mga ka-Rangers. Iko-correct niya ako mamaya on that specific title. But rather, she also recently been awarded as one of the outstanding teachers as well. And we are very excited kasi ipapakita niya kung paano siya tumindig bilang isang babae at bilang isang guro. We have with us in a while, tama ba?
In a while. Talagang mamay ma-excite tayo dahil bibigyan natin tayo kung ano yung storya ng ating guro na talagang ngayon binibigyan natin pagpupugay. Ayan mga ka-Rangers, mamaya babalik po kami. Ito ang Tambalang
Sipaw
ng Morning Balitaktakan.
Ang pagnanakaw, pangangalakal at pagpili ng bahagi ng power transmission lines ay pinagbabawal ng batas. Bukod sa parusang 20 taon ng pagkakabilanggo at magmumulta ng 50,000 hanggang 100,000. Maaari itong magdulot ng inyong kamatayan kapag nakuryente ka. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasukasuan? Namimitik o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, ginhaway, garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau!
Tumindig Thursday! Wow na wow, no? Talagang ngayong araw na to, pag-uusapan natin ang salitang tumindig. At buena manot natin ngayong araw na to, talagang bibigyan tayo ng mga serbisyo niya kung paano siya tumindig bilang guro.
Yes, partner, ang mga car-rangers take note, at
Yes.
the age of 25 lamang,
Wow.
she was able to get her doctors in philosophy and language education. O, diba? That's a
Yes.
different way na pagtindig niya. We have with us Miss Veronica Bito. Good morning!
Good morning, Ma'am Shikayna. Good morning, Sir Paul. Mapagpalang umaga po sa lahat. I hope you're all well. Good morning po.
Wow! Wow na wow! Ramdam natin yung spirit at ni Ma'am Veronica, talagang good vibes sa good vibes. At kamusta po, Ma'am Veronica, ngayong pandemya? Paano tayo tumitindig despite ng hinaharap nating pandemya at patuloy pa rin yung fire ninyo?
Well, sir and madam, what we're actually doing is to really make sure we're really making sure that all of the things that we do are really in line sa ating mga passion, whatever our purpose is, and whatever our skills and attitudes are. So we're really making sure that whatever we do our best. Ayan, ganun po tayo lumalaban sa pandemya.
Wow naman. That's really inspiring, Miss Veronica. And talagang yun nga we always choose to do what is right. And Miss Veronica, paano naman tayo? How did we start with the passion of teaching?
Oh yes, thank you very much, Ma'am Shikayna. Kasi ganito po yun. So, actually, my mother was a professor, although she passed away in 2012. She truly was a great inspiration to all of us, and even to my sisters or family members. So, we're all well inspired. Growing up, we're really exposed to education, to teaching, to the love or passion when it comes to learning. So, the passion actually started during my younger years, and from all of those things that we were able to see, na great example from our mother, that's when we were able to see na we're also capable of doing the same thing, that we're going to follow the same path. Ayun po.
Wow, wow. At talagang, yes, Ma'am Veronica, talagang nakita na talaga natin yung fire at passion niya habang ikinukwento ni Ma'am Veronica. Ma'am Veronica, sa buong production ng RNG Luzon, gusto naming magbigay pugay. Syempre, last time na we celebrated ang ating Teacher's Day, talagang bibigyan namin kayo ng pagpupugay sa iyong pagiging guro sa ating mga estudyante. At malaking bagay, ang pagiging guro, nga lalo na ngayong pandemya. Ang tanong ko po, Ma'am Veronica, what motivates you ngayong pandemya?
Oh, yes, sir. Actually, what motivates me this pandemic, siguro, sir, actually, it's a time for everyone, not only for us teachers, but for everybody, even for you as a part of the media, to explore, possible skills, possible interests that we still haven't explored yet. So, pagkakataon po ito para sa ating lahat na malaman pa kung ano pa po ang ating kayang gawin at kung ano pa po ang kaya nating ibahagi sa iba. So, what motivates me po siguro is the idea na there's still something new to learn and that there's something in us to be shared with the rest. Ayun po, sir.
Wow.
I certainly agree, Miss Veronica. It's our time to retool and reskill ourselves to learn
Correct.
something new. Mga Car Rangers, sa tingin ko, marami sa inyo ang may mga natutunang bago ngayong pandemic. And, Ma'am Veronica, paano naman to? What are the challenges bilang guro ngayong pandemya?
Oh, actually, Ma'am Shikaina, siguro the greatest challenges that we have been encountering for almost 2 years na ay yung mga tipong we have to learn new tools, new applications. In the same manner, sa part ng mga estudyante natin, we have to make sure as well, the challenge there is to make sure that they are learning and they're receiving the same level or quality of education and the same level of achievement sa ating competencies, because those ones are the things that we are really looking into. So kaming mga guro, we definitely are looking for avenues, for modalities, for platforms to really continue learning despite the pandemic. Yun po siguro yung challenge namin.
At nabanggit nga natin yung challenges at mga guro na challenge din lalo na ngayong pandemya at mga estudyante din, di ba? Ma'am Veronica, paano nyo po hinahandle at namomonitor ang mga estudyante? Alam naman natin mga guro may compassion at empathy patungkol nga rito.
Yes po, sir. Actually, what we usually do, specifically for our respective school, shout out na rin sa University of Baguio Science High School where I teach. Ayan, salamat po. So, what we usually do actually is to make sure also that all learners are with us and no one is left behind. Therefore, as teachers, all of us, I'm pretty sure, we're making sure that we have a flexible modality. There will be those who might be making use of the modular aspect, those ones who will also have our learning management systems. And from time to time, we monitor our learners by contacting them, sending feedback, may it be on Facebook Messenger, may it be via email, may it be via Google Classroom, or any platform available. And siguro this pandemic taught us po talaga to become more lenient, more understanding, kasi we do not really know what a child is undergoing or where they're coming from. So, ganun po tayo, continuous feedback lang at pag-monitor sa mga bata through feedback and monitoring sa anumang pong platform available.
Iyon, nakita natin yung liyab ng pag-ibig at sa passion na gusto ni Ma'am Veronica. At alam naman natin ang guro ang tumatayong pangalawang magulang sa ating mga estudyante. At ito na nga, nabanggit nga natin na talagang tumataas ang rate ng mental sa mental health na aspeto. At tumutugon din kayo, hindi lang sa akademya na aspeto, kundi sa mental health. You are monitoring them also. Tama po ba, Ma'am Veronica?
That's true, sir. Actually po, for us particularly, since we also are working with an organization, for us in our organization, for Oscar, and at the same time, other organizations like Cosmic PH na talaga namang founded by some learners and some youth organizations even, we're trying to communicate with them in such a manner that siguro po we extend whatever it is that they might need from us or that we may share with them. Yung empowerment po is something that we really have to look into, more so that we are teachers and they see us as influential individuals. The fact that we can share something for them to grow or to think of or think about, those ones already are matters that can probably allow them to revisit their thoughts and eventually think of themselves the better way or the best way even po. So,
Yes.
empowerment does not only come from po siguro the idea na kaya kong gawin, but it's also a way of recognizing na ako man ay may limitasyon din. Yun po. So,
Yes.
it's a continuous process.
Wow, Ma'am Veronica, you mentioned influential. Big word 'yan lalo na ngayon. At Ma'am Veronica, how you po binibigyan ng pagbibigay ng salita or meaning sa salitang tumindig? Paano mo pinapakita yung pagtindig bilang guro lalo na ngayong hinarap nating pandemya, ang daming issues sa lipunan at paano natin matutulungan ang ating estudyante?
Nako, Sir Paul, ayun nga po. Siguro po, tumitindig po tayong mga guro, tumitindig po ako sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita na regardless of whatever difficulty we are being challenged or being faced into, tumitindig po tayo sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita sa ating mga mag-aaral na mahirap man po ang pagkakataong ito, there may be challenges, but we actually have to be very happy when there are challenges. Ano po? Kasi when we are challenged, that's the time that we realize that our lives are leveling up. It's when we are faced the most difficult trials in life that we realize that we become better people. At tumitindig tayo kapag nakikita nating kaya natin. Sabi nga po nila, the song says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I believe na talagang if you can handle, then you would really become a better person and you will rise above all of the occasions. Ayun po.
Grabe, Miss Veronica. Ay, yung pagtindig mo. Apektado kaming dalawa ng partner ko ngayon. And we see how much passion you have really sa pagtindig mo bilang isang guro. Miss Veronica, this stage of our students is their stage of also their value formation. Ikaw, Miss Veronica, what is your personal value that you want your students to foster within?
Ayan, so, ma'am, thank you very much for that question po. Di ba, very, very pageant type ang ating mga
Yes.
Ayan. Natutuwa po ako sa diskusyon natin. Okay. Siguro po bilang guro, and at the same time, you really have to find joy, happiness in whatever you do. And siguro the value or the important aspect that I would like to share with my students, with the youth even, ano po, would be strong work ethic. Kasi kapag sinabi nating strong work ethic, it does not only encapsulate excellence cognitively. It also includes your discipline, hard work, smart work, ano po. It's forming good and even great habits. It's making sure now you are motivated. It's making sure that you are fulfilling your tasks to its optimum level. And to really make sure that you are valuing other people as well while you value your own craft. That's when you see there that there's strong work ethic. Isabuhay lang po natin, ipagpatuloy at isabuhay ang pagiging mabuting tao at pagsasagawa ng lahat ng bagay sa ating best quality and with passion and excellence at all times. So yun po siguro ang maibabahagi ko sa mga mag-aaral at to those individuals who still are finding their own journeys or probably wanting to become their better versions.
Yes, Miss Veronica, we certainly agree with you. And Miss Veronica, kanina kasi, we wanted to look into the perspective naman that you personally have valued the people around you. Ito kasi, Miss Veronica, ngayong pandemya, it seems to us that education is only for those that can afford. What is your clamor to those institutions that are not very inclusive when it comes to education?
Yes, Ma'am Shikaina. Siguro po, one thing I would like to share first is that I'm a graduate or a product of the public school. Mula kindergarten po hanggang doctorate degree, I studied po sa public school. And sinasabi ko nga po sa kanila na sa ating mga mag-aaral, I think that there really are ways and means by which we can accomplish our tasks and even fulfill our respective callings or meet our calling or really finish our respective degrees. And I think that all schools are really driving at the inclusion or the inclusivity aspect na sigurado po ako na lahat ng mga paaralan ay merong mission to make sure that all learners are accommodated. But if there may be instances siguro na makalilimutan ng mga siguro may mga pagkakataon that there would be lapses. Ang payo ko lamang siguro ay, or ang aking message is to probably revisit a part of their process. To make sure that every child is included, that every child's peculiarity or uniqueness is well accommodated, and that probably eventually they would see there that we all have to provide platforms or avenues na the learners can feel as though they are a part of a family, not only an educational system. Because if you're felt or if you feel as though you are a part of the family, therefore you will really eventually realize that you are valued, and from then on you are included. So siguro if we forget something or a part of the inclusivity clause, no? Siguro konting revisitation lang po tayo, because I know all schools are trying their best as well. So alamin lang po natin ulit ang pangangailangan ng mga bata.
Wow, wow, oo. At talagang nabanggit niya talaga natin yung talagang learning dito. At Ma'am Veronica, naging mainit na issue itong nurture and nature na learning style natin. Anong stud natin dito, Ma'am Veronica?
Nurture and nature. Definitely po, we already have our nature part that's coming from our parents, no? That's even from the family that we are a part of. Some may be contesting na it's truly innate. That's true, I agree with that. Because definitely science would say that we really inherit our characteristics, our features, and even our excellence from our parents. But of course, I will not forget the part that it's also nurtured. It's nature and nurture at the same time. Because whatever we surround a child with, whatever it is that we surround a child with, will always be exemplified sa kanya. We are affecting the system. If the child is the system, and we all are the surrounding, whatever we give, whatever we share, we have to make sure that it's a meaningful experience that the child will absorb and learn. So whatever the child has in him or in her, we nurture. So the nature in us will only flourish if the nurturing part will always be encouraged, will always be pushed through, will always be strengthened. Again po, so I believe that it's nature and nurture at the same time.
Right. And Miss Veronica, we've heard so much about what you are really willing to stand forth. And Miss Veronica, in behalf of the RNG team, we wanted to congratulate you for winning the award for one of the outstanding private secondary teacher. Ma'am Veronica, what is the best feeling? Ano yung talagang nung na-receive mo yung award na to? Was it something that you've expected, or how did you accept this award?
Actually, Ma'am Shekinah, I was having my class when it was announced. So I asked permission from my principal, sir, permission to leave. That's actually factual. I was not watching that time because I really had to enter my class, and I don't want one of my classes to feel left behind because I have to receive an award. So when I found out in our group chat box that I actually won, of course, there's a feeling of happiness and excitement. I did not expect the award. In fact, I believe that everybody is very deserving of the award. Although anybody is hopeful, everybody is hopeful, I did not expect that it will be mine. Although I really wanted it. Of course, I will not take a concealing moment there. But
right.
I'm just very happy. And of course, this is not my award alone to keep, but a concerted effort of those people who really helped me out in this journey. It's not mine to keep. I really would like to share this one with all of the great teachers that I have been working with, that I work with, and I will still work with in the future.
Yun, wow, na congratulations Ma'am Veronica. Itong mga award na to, ito yung nagbibigay talaga na ipahiwatig na binibigyan nyo ang inyong serbisyo para sa ating mga estudyante at sa iyong passion sa pagtuturo. Ma'am Veronica, nabanggit mo kanina yung na-inculcate natin sa kanila as guro, yung mga learnings at malaking bagay yung naituturo natin kasi sila, yung mga learnings na yun yung gagamitin nila sa buhay nila. As mentor, paano mo binibigyan ng way at ang mga estudyante natin sa mga pwede nilang gawin kapag tapos na sila sa apat na sulok ng classroom, nakapag-graduate na? Ano na inculcate mo sa kanila as a mentor?
Well, Sir Paul and Ma'am Shikaina, I actually teach literature. I teach English in general. And I always tell them that we teach literary pieces or we teach literature not only to make sure na nalaman nila kung anong nakalagay sa DepEd curriculum guide, ano? Hindi lamang kung anong nasa syllabus ang kailangang malaman. But definitely all these teach morals, values, and lessons in life. That beyond our classes, beyond the classrooms, beyond the four walls, there are lessons na we can apply in real life that even in bad experiences, even in the midst of bad experiences, we should always take the right lessons. Beyond siguro, I think I was able to share with them that you can never be somebody else. You cannot be Ma'am Veronica. You cannot be another teacher. You cannot be someone else. You cannot be any great person. But you can always be yourself. And if you are yourself, that's the time that you can be the best version of yourself. No one can take that away from you. So don't try to be another person because you can never be me, but you can always be you.
Yan naman.
Ma'am Veronica, di ba nabanggit niya din natin, you experience at nag-aral ka sa public school.
Yes.
And now you're
Tama po.
teaching sa private sector natin na institution. At so for both schools natin, there's a silver lining, ika nga
Yes.
nila. Paano tayo nagkakaroon ng mga programa na kung saan nagkakaroon ng nawawala yung boundaries ng public at private? Meron po ba kayong mga plano at program or initiative para mawala yung ganitong boundaries?
Thank you very much, Sir Paul. Actually, I am a member of the Outstanding Students of the Cordillera region. And our main purpose there is to make sure that all members of the youth sector, regardless if they come from the public or the private schools, will surely make a way of seeing each other, of gathering, of seeing that they really have commonalities. Regardless of the school that you are from, I'm speaking this way because I'm a product of the public school, but I'm a teacher of the private institution. I saw that we have commonalities. We all are passionate about our own crafts. We all would like to accomplish something. Lahat tayo gustong maging masaya sa buhay. Lahat tayo may gustong gawin sa buhay. And in our organization, we are seeing to it that we are really molding our youth to become better people, to make sure that we provide mutual respect. And if we have invitations sa public at private school, we do not really reject at all, by all means. We give avenues for them to grow. Whatever we know, whatever we can share, we share to either public or private institutions whenever they invite. And I think I'm truly sure that we can see here na lahat ng mga bata, may kagustuhang matuto, may kagustuhang maging masaya. The only thing that separates us probably at some point is the idea that we would like to separate them. But actually, we are not different. We always are partners, especially in nation building.
Absolutely, Miss Veronica. Those words are what we really, really needed to hear from you. Miss Veronica, in all of this achievement sa tugatog ng iyong tagumpay, sino si Veronica labas ng eskwelahan?
Sa tingin ko po, beyond the four walls, I am the youngest, no? I am the youngest po. So I have so many things to learn. Siguro sa education na field, I can probably say that at least I did enough, or probably I'm not saying that I'm not the best. I'm saying that I'm continuously improving. But beyond the teaching, siguro the teaching career, I'm always active sa other activities. I always would like to do something. I am a funny friend. And of course, I would always like to say that I am becoming even more, I'm becoming a better sister. And above all, I am a person who also is flawed. I am an imperfect person. But then again, I'm making sure that I embrace whatever imperfections I have. There are many things to learn in life, I must say, but I can probably say that I will get to learn more of those ones as I face and traverse that life or that journey. I'm a happy person, but then again, I will always value my family and of course the feelings of other people. Siguro po, I'm flawed, but I'm sure I'm God's limited edition.
Wow!
Wow.
Exactly, Miss Veronica. And Miss Veronica, may nagsha-shout out
Oo.
dito sa'yo.
Ay,
Kabilib si
salamat
ma'am,
po.
kung babalik ako sa
Ay.
pag-aaral, ikaw ang pipiliin kong teacher. Or if not, I hope my future kids would be part of your class. And any student is more than happy to be your teacher. Miss Veronica, sino naman po yung mga gusto nating pasalamatan in this journey at syempre imbitahin in any of your trainings or seminars?
Ayan, marami pong salamat sa pagkakataong ito. Una po sa lahat sa inyo, Ma'am Shikaina, Sir Paul, RNG. Marami pong salamat sa platform at pag-affirm ng ginagawa po naming mga guro. Una sa lahat po, gusto kong pasalamatan ang Panginoong Diyos. Kung wala po siya, kung hindi po dahil sa Kanya, wala po sa anuman pong nabanggit ko ngayon ang aking natamot na gawa. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa higit sa lahat sa aking mga magulang. They're now in heaven, and I pray that I pray that they're always looking at us, at me, and being proud of whatever I do. I thank our principal, Dr. Antonio Mangaliag, who is also the outstanding principal for the secondary level. Congratulations po, sir. In the same manner, I would like to thank Private Education Assistance Committee, where I am a national trainer also of DepEd and PEAC. Thank you very much, University of Baguio Science High School, also awarded as the best private secondary school sa Baguio City. Thank you very much po sa aking sisters. Shout out po sa aking sister Jenny, Ate Donna, Ate Morena, Ate Joan, my nephews and nieces, my brother Leo, my nieces also. Thank you very much. Oscar Alumni Community, Young Women's Christian Association, Cathedral of the Resurrection, and of course the other people who I probably have forgotten who I may have failed to mention, UB Graduate School, and to my alma mater, Quezon Hill Elementary School, Pine City National High School Science High, and my beloved Benguet State University. Higit po sa lahat, sa aking mga mag-aaral, mga dahilan kung bakit po ako isang guro. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much po, RNG, sa pagkakataon pong ito.
Yes, wow talaga, no?
Yes ka. Miss Veronica, sorry. Meron po kasi ang tanong, sabi ng nakararami at ang pulso ng masa ay, Miss Veronica, the last question is that, are you currently single?
May mga nagtatanong
Nagtatanong mo kasi.
Natuwa po ako dyan. I'm single po, and I'm very happy to be single. Sabi ko nga po sa kanila, ang tanong po sa mga guro ngayon, bakit po lagi kaming single? Yes, we're single, but we're always married sa aming profession.
Yes.
But if there be some men there that who might be able to see me, why not? Ayan po, thank you very much.
Wow na wow. At talagang ngayong umaga ng Tumindig Thursday, pinakita ng ating guest na si Ma'am Veronica yung mga fire at passion niya sa ating sa pagiging guro at pagpupugay ang binibigay po namin sa inyo.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much po, and God bless you all. Kami pong mga guro ninyo, ang tangi po naming kagustuhan is that you would become better than us, because that's the reason why we are teaching. So that soon, you will replace us, and our fatherland will truly have its hope. Sana rin po, bumoto po ng tama at magparehistro bilang isang guro. Yun din po ang aking mga mensahe. Marami pong salamat. God bless you all.
Yun! Talagang, nakita talaga natin yung fire.
Yes.
At yung pagbibigay natin ng learning sa ating mga kabataan kung ano dapat ang gagawin nila.
It's giving me more inspiration that I've chosen the right path. Hindi ko man ito talagang, this is not my profession, pero binigyan niya talaga ako ng way to really see the silver lining. Kasi mga ka-earners, bilang isang guru din, napakahirap ngayong pandemya. And she is just giving light in all of this darkness. Maraming salamat po again, Miss Veronica, and salamat sa pagtindig mo bilang isang guro at bilang isang babae.
Wow! Unang guest pa lang natin ngayong Tumindig Thursday ay talagang nakita nalaga natin yung pagtindig ng kanyang passion para sa ating bayan. At mga ka-Rangers, wag nyo na pong ilipat ang iyong channel at samahan nyo kami ngayong morning dahil ito pa rin ang tambalang nag-umapaw ang good vibes. Ito ang tambalang Sipaw
ng Morning Balitaktakan.
Hear the music of the heart. Let all music take you there. The star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your
Ang pagnanakaw, pangangalakal at pagpili ng bahagi ng power transmission lines ay pinagbabawal ng batas. Bukod sa parusang 20 taon ng pagkakabilanggo at magmumulta ng 50,000 hanggang 100,000. Maaari itong magdulot ng inyong kamatayan kapag nakuryente ka. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugula, Union. Contact us at 0915-1170-111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TG Home Builders po.
TG Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tghomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So, meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TG Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-o-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TG Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ang ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check din mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasukasuan? Namimitig o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, ginhaway, garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa POW! Hear the music of the heart. Let our music take you there. The star will take you everywhere. Bringing music closer to your heart. The star will take you there.
Ang pagnanakaw, pangangalakal at pagpili ng bahagi ng power transmission lines ay pinagbabawal ng batas. Bukod sa parusang 20 taon ng pagkakabilanggo at magmumulta ng 50,000 hanggang 100,000. Maaari itong magdulot ng inyong kamatayan kapag nakuryente ka. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugo, La Union. Contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Kapag labis pong nainitan o nausukan ng mga linya, tore at mga materyales na nakakabit dito, maaaring magdulot ito ng pagkaantala sa daloy ng kuryente. Bukod sa apoy, ang usok mula sa pagsisiga ay nagiging dahilan para ma-ionize ang hangin sa paligid ng linya ng kuryente. Ang mismong hangin ay pwedeng maging konduktor ng kuryente sa pagitan ng mga kable. Ang usok ay maaaring daluyan ng kuryente papuntang lupa at maging sanhi ng brownout. Ang paalalang ito ay mula po sa NGCP.
Yun, at talagang nagbabalik ang tambalang Sipaw. At talagang ngayong Tumindig Thursday, bumati naman tayo sa ating mga viewers na patuloy na tumitindig at kasama nating tumindig, lalo na ngayong hinaharap nating pandemya. Ayan, Pabati naman daw sa ating, wow na wow, no? Lahat ng staff ng WCC Sky Pasada dito sa Binalonan. Good morning sa nila. Good morning po sa inyo. Salamat sa laging pag-aasikaso sa buong RNG team at sa owner at staff nito. Maraming salamat. At padayon po. And a good day, Thursday po tayo.
Yes, and Kabsat, also, I just wanted to say good morning to a very, very good of mine. Hi, Bakat, Ijay, Bontoc Mountain Province. Thank you, Hazel, for bringing forth the reason why I'm being here. Bakit ako tumitindig para sa ibang tao? Kasi she sent me a message and then sabi niya marami daw nanunood sa Mountain Province. Kaya maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik. And partner, speaking of tindig,
Yes.
mga car rangers, baka naman we wanted to correct this as today we will be discussing the snippets on violation. O,
Ayun
diba?
na nga. At ito na nga, makakasama natin ngayong Thursday na paaga ang ating
Yes!
energetic attorney na si Attorney Elenita Julia Tabangit Kapuyan, our SESE Provincial Election Supervisor 3. Good morning!
Good morning, Tambalang Sipaw. Good morning po sa lahat ng nanonood. Good morning sa mga taga-Comelec. Ang staff doon sa Comelec, sila Senior Roger din sa compound. Nagre-receive sila ng COCs ngayon.
Wow.
Good morning po sa my friend Judel, kay Atty. Tabangin, si mama ko. Good morning my husband, si Lieutenant Colonel Kapuyan. Si Jay De Guzman, good morning. Good morning sa inyong lahat. Pleasant good morning and busy morning. Napaaga po kami ngayon kasi bukas po is last day for filing of certificates of candidacy. So, in advance ko na para ma-discuss na natin ngayon yung ating pag-aaralan. And then, bukas po is busy na kami sa Comelec dahil yun po ang last day. And we're expecting maraming darating po last minute kasi yan naman po ang custom ng Pilipino.
Yun, at ngayon nga, pag-usapan na natin ang snippets of violation at paano tayo tumitindig sa mga ganitong violation. Attorney, irangkada na natin yan.
Opo. So, yung pong for background, kung nabasa niyo po yung aking article sa rngluzon.com, Snippets of Violation, meron pong parang story dyan. It's like si Mayor Pepong at siya ang reigning mayor of a small, quaint, quiet town. Pagkatapos meron siyang rival na bully and hungry and sleazy and lazy na si Bitong. As usual, Pepong versus Bitong tayo. Hindi makatulog sa gabi-gabi kahit maganda ang bahay niya itong si Pepong mayor kasi baka one day ma-oust siya dahil napakaganda ng PR nitong si Bitong.
Right.
Sa masa hawak niya kaya kahit untitled yung kanyang land sa polluted river okay pa rin yung pakikisama niya kahit lasing siya gabi-gabi. He easily falls asleep.
Yes.
So yan yung ano diyan. So, dumating na ang filing ng COCs ngayon. So, if we say COCs, Certificates of Candidacy, tulad ng nangyayari ngayon. And last day is tomorrow. So, may nag-file na sila ng COC nila. So, talagang true enough, silang dalawa magkalaban. Si Mayor Pepong and Bitong.
Right.
Pero before the campaign period, eto na po, before the campaign period, may mga ginawang things itong si Bitong, kaya nag-erupt na ang galit ng mayor at finailan na siya ng kaso. At ito ang kanyang mga ginawa. Number one, siya po ay pumunta sa Barangay Lingap. At nag-announce siya, before the campaign period po itong period na to, before the campaign period, nag-announce siya na, you should vote for me kasi mas magaling ako kay Mayor. I am very friendly. I can promise you many things. Tapos, the next 2 weeks, nangampanya na naman ito na in a speech he gave sa public people, sa public place, sinabi niya na defamatory statements naman, contrary kay Mayor. So talagang, naririnig ni Mayor yan kasi marami siyang mall. Okay. O number 3, ang ginawa niya, nagpa-print siya ngayon ng mga streamers, poster, stickers, billboards, kung saan-saan nakalagay ang kanyang muka. Tapos meron pang poster na nakalagay, peace. And then, peace be with you. Tapos yung letter B, capital B, Bitong. Para malaman na siya yun. Okay, so kitang-kita. And then, nagpa-publish pa siya ng survey. Kung saan nagpa-conduct siya ng survey at siya ang leading sa polls. Galing, ano? So, yan daw, pinapublish niya all before the campaign period. Tapos ngayon, yung next na namang ginawa niya was, nag-distribute siya ng mga shoes sa public school children na sila daw ay unfortunate. Tapos kinausap niya itong mga to kasama ang parents at sinabing, since you are grateful sa akin, in return, you tell your parents to vote for me. Or kung nandun yung parents, you vote for me. Yan. So talagang nag-file na ng disqualification case si Mayor Pepong sa kanya. So yan.
At talagang kitang-kita talaga natin yung mga ginawa na violations ito. At ito ang tanong, attorney, when is a person considered a candidate para maiwasan itong mga violation na dapat hindi mo na itong gawin at para ma-consider natin kung candidate na ba siya?
Okay, so ito yung depensa ni Bitong. Sabi niya, ano lang naman yan snippets of a violation. Snippets meaning ganun, maliit lang. Snippets of a violation. So hindi siya material. Tsaka it occurred in the natural course of events. And besides, because I'm so famous, I did not do it deliberately. Talagang natural lang na nangyari. So natural ko lang po 'yan. So if I say things na nakaslang ako, slang, natural ko 'yon. Okay, 'yan ang ibig niyang sabihin. So, doon po sa ating next slide, nakalagay dyan kung when are you considered a candidate.
Exactly.
So, kailan po ba yun na you are considered a candidate? Punta muna tayo sa lumang batas natin. So, that is Section 67 of the Omnibus Election Code na inamend na ito Pero ang lumang batas ito. Yung kanyang summary. If an elective a person holding an elective position cannot be considered resigned if he files yung pareho niyang position which he holds in a permanent capacity or for president and vice president, di ka considered resigned. And yan yung binago ng batas, so hindi na yan applicable ngayon. All those holding elective positions, kung maalala nyo yung last meeting natin na discussion, they are not considered resigned upon the filing of their certificates of candidacy. As opposed to those who are holding appointive positions. Pagka-appointive yan, considered ipso facto resigned upon the filing of your certificate of candidacy. Okay? So, may nakalagay doon nakarugtong. Sabi, if you are running for office, you are considered only a candidate at the commencement or at the beginning or at the start of the campaign period. Okay. So, bakit nakalagay yan? Ang amendment na yan was brought forth by Republic Act 8436. Yan po yung poll automation law. 8436. Automation law. Pero it was amended by Section 11 yun by Section 13 of 9369. Yan na yung poll automation law natin which allows the COMELEC and authorizes the COMELEC to use automated election systems. Kailangan gumamit na kami ng PCOS, Precinct Count Optical Scan, VCM, the vote counting machine. Yung mga yan na ginagamit namin. So, yan po yung law na nagsasabing we can use electric or digital na sa ating pagboboto. Yan po yung law din under Section 14 na nagsasabing the person who files a certificate of candidacy becomes a candidate only at the time or the beginning or the start or the commencement of the campaign period. So before the campaign period, hindi ka pa kandidato. Kandidato ka lang at the beginning of the campaign period. So, for example, ito ngayon, sa kaso natin kay Pepong versus Bitong, kailan si Bitong considered a candidate?
Yes, yun nga po.
Nung nag-file siya ng Certificate of Candidacy, it was December 29. Kasi nga, inagahan ng COMELEC because of the printing of the ballots. Kailangan mailagay lahat ng pangalan sa ballots. Hindi man tulad noon, susulat mo yung pangalan ng kandidato kasi manual yon. Pero since automated tayo, it has to be printed. And then, kailan yung start ng campaign period? It was March 24. So, lahat nung ginawa niyang yun na in-enumerate ko sa inyo kanina, it was done before the elections. So, is he liable? No. Why? Because hindi siya considered candidate. So paano na ngayon yan sa premature campaigning under Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code? Premature campaigning under Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code enumerates yung acts ng premature campaigning, which is number 1, the candidate, there is a candidate, and this candidate campaigns, or he advances his cause, and then he utters things which would defeat the other candidate, yung kanyang opponent. He does this outside the campaign period. And there is a period within which they did this, but it is outside the campaign period. So it presupposes itong Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code that there is the existence of a candidate. Ang sabi dito sa decision natin, sa case na yan, paano magkakaroon ng candidate kung hindi pa siya considered candidate, kung hindi pa nagbigay ng campaign period? And all else na nakomit niya dyan sa slide natin, and all else, the acts or omissions that are going to be unlawful, which is going to be committed by this person, will be considered punishable only during the campaign period. Yon. So, in effect, wala nang inoperative na, or you cannot apply Section 80, which is premature campaigning, anymore. Because of that Republic Act. Republic Act 8436, which is the Poll Automation Law amended by 9369, Section 13 of the Poll Automation Law na bago. Yun. So, ang answer dyan is, kahit ginawa lahat ni Bitong yon, he is not liable. Bakit? Because he is not yet a candidate. And under Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code, which punishes premature campaigning, there should be the existence of a candidate. Pero walang candidate nga kasi you are not considered a candidate until the commencement of the campaign period. Yan ang sagot dyan. And that is the case of Lanot versus, nakalagay po dyan sa ating, Yes, Eusebio. Actually, napatay pa dyan si Lanot eh. Pinatay pa siya, tapos akala nila madidissolve na yung kaso. Hindi. Nagpatuloy yan kasi meron namang pumalit sa kanya.
Pag-usapan na natin, attorney, ang mga cases na to.
Yan yung Lanot versus Actually, yung nakalagay po doon sa snippets of a violation sa rngluzon.com na article ko, that's Lanot versus Eusebio. Opo. Yan yung minodify ko lang ng kaunti para maging interesting. But itong nangyari is, akala nyo, for example, yung nakikita nyong ads. Bakit kaya even before they file their COC, meron ng ads. Nakita nyo, merong parang tatakbong president. So nakalagay na siya sa TV, habang nanonood ka ng news, biglang lalabas na, ako ang pag-asa ng bayan. Si Blank ako, mga ganun, di ba? Parang siya talaga yun na pero bakit sila nangangampanya even before the campaign period? Is this not a violation of election laws? Dapat talaga violation siya ng election laws. If only Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code, which defines and prohibits premature campaigning, is still in effect. But because of the passage of Republic Act 8436, which is the Poll Automation Law, modified by or amended by Republic Act 9369, hindi na siya applicable. So, there is, parang wala na, held inoperative ang ating premature campaigning. Kaya yung mga yan. Pero, paano ngayon yan? Paano sila ipapunish? Paano mo i-regulate yung mga yan? So, punta tayo sa case of Penera versus Comelec, which is a later case naman. Ito yung nangyari. So, nakalagay na dyan sa ating slide.
Penera versus Comelec.
Ang nangyari dito, actually, the Supreme Court reversed itself na naman sa ganito. So, tulad ng Quinto versus yung executive secretary na pinag-usapan natin last meeting, ito po yung nangyari dyan. So, si Miss Penera is a candidate somewhere dun sa South. Ang ginawa niya po, nung last day of filing for certificates of candidacy, after she filed, nagkaroon ng motorcade. So, all around the city, nakikita siya na nagwe-wave, di ba? Siyempre, that is already considered campaigning. So, itong kalaban, finailan siya ng disqualification case on the ground of Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code, which is premature campaigning. Okay. So, alam niyo kung anong nangyari. She was held liable for premature campaigning under Section 80 of the Omnibus Election Code. Months later, the September na labas yun, September 2008, ang kanyang ay September 2009 yung kanyang decision. Supreme Court na to ha, na liable siya for premature campaigning. 2 months later, nag-file siya ng motion for reconsideration. 2 months later, November. Yan na, November 25, 2009, yung decision na final na. Nag-reverse ang Supreme Court.
Naku.
Ang unang botos natin, so punta tayo sa numbers ng justices, ha? 7-8. So, 7, hindi ka, you are liable. 8, hindi ka liable. Nung nung motion for reconsideration, Supreme Court reverses itself, biglang liable na siya. Ay, hindi na siya liable ngayon because of yung the same reason with Lanot versus Eusebio. So, siya, ang bilang naman natin is 9-5. O, tingnan nyo kung paano in just a few months, magbabago yung decisions ng justices, magbabago yung numbers nila.
Yes.
So, hindi natin alam kung ano yung mangyayari. There are other decisions na pwedeng magbago. In a motion for reconsideration, if you think wala kang katsansa-tsansa, and your chance is a snowflake's chance in hell, yung tsansa mo, meron ka palang konting chance pala na pwedeng ma-reverse yan. So, ang nangyari was, dito sa Penera case, the Lanot case was not reversed. So, na-uphold yun. Because, uulitin ko, in under Section 11 of 8436, ang sinabi dyan, which is amended by Section 13 of 9369 Republic Act, a person who filed a COC is not yet considered a candidate. He or she will be considered a candidate only upon the beginning of the campaign period. So, magiging kandidato ka pa lang at the beginning of the campaign period. Kaya ang nangyari, they did not reverse this. They upheld it. And in fact, they introduced the word only. Doon po sa only during the period before the commencement of the campaign period. He becomes a candidate only at the beginning of the campaign period. Yung only na yun ang in-insert because of the Lanot case. Kaya nilabas yung 9369 Section 13. Yun ang modification doon. But it was upheld. So yung mga acts na nag-motorcade, nagpa-print tayo ng mga tarpaulin natin. Nagbigay tayo ng sapatos. You vote for me, you vote for me. Even before the campaign period, even before filing of certificates of candidacy, they are not considered campaigning. You become a candidate only at the commencement, at the start, at the beginning of the campaign period. Kaya nakalusot silang lahat, hindi sila liable. So bumalik sila sa kanilang mga positions. Imagine that. So, pero sa decision ng Penera case, may sinabi dyan sa last part na it must not be used, this decision must not be used with impunity. Meaning, huwag nyo namang abusuhin yan, sobra naman kayo. Huwag nyo abusuhin. So, what do you consider this ngayon? Yung mga nandun kayo nag-i-speech during tapos meron pang meeting doon, may gathering kayo, nakalagay, run, whoever. Gano'n, nakalagay. Run, gano'n. It is just an expression of freedom of speech. Yan. So, it is guaranteed under Article 3, Section 4 of the Republic of the Philippines Constitution. Yon, the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines, that is an expression of your speech na may karapatan kang magsabi na run, whoever run. Ganon. Or in the civil service naman, yung mga government employees, they can express who they like to vote for, but they cannot participate in political campaigning, partisan political activities or campaigning. Yun ang sinabi doon. So, you are free to express. Kasi nga, guaranteed yan under the Constitution.
Pero attorney, paano yun? Yung sinabi mo nga is that one of his mojos is dinefame niya yung kalaban niya. Paano yun? How do we get into with that?
Kung si Bitong, i-defame niya si Mayor, ang gagawin ni Mayor, fa-filean siya ng slander or libel, kung in writing yun. Whatever na nakaka-offend na under criminal laws, pwede. But you cannot prosecute him for premature campaigning, kung yan ang gusto mo. Pwede mo siguro siyang filean ng criminal case pag napakonvict mo yan at naging final and it falls within doon sa grounds for disqualification, pwede mong ipa-disqualify.
Yes.
But ang remedyo naman nung kabila, demotion ka ng motion for reconsideration, hanggang sa pwede kang mag-motion for reconsideration, makakaupo ka pa dyan, hanggang sa matatanggal ka na lang kung maging final na.
Attorney, ito nga, ano po ang campaign period ngayong darating na talagang election natin?
For ano tayo for local tayo, March 25 until May 7. Kasi 2 days before the elections, titigil na yung campaign. So, March 25, unless holiday yun, magiging on the next day. March 25 to May 7. Pero kapag local yan, I think it's on the 9th, mga February 9. Kung ano na, kung national. Kung national na, February 9 to May 7. Pagka local is March 25 to May 7.
Ayun naman pala yung date coverage niyan. Mga ka-Rangers, take note of that. And attorney, yung tanong ko is naman social media, nabanggit nyo nga kanina that actually bago nga ito for the pandemic. Meron kasi, attorney, yung a person can sponsor a specific platform. Kunwari, yung Zoom account at attorney, hindi niya binayaran mismo yung mga taong mag-a-attend doon, pero binayaran niya yung account ng Zoom. Paano yun, attorney? Does it still fall under ano pa rin?
Anong ginawa niya doon sa account ng Zoom? Nagkampanya siya?
Binili niya yung account po para magamit yung Zoom account. Kasi yung Zoom account, attorney, may limitation siya for, meron yung free trial na only for a certain number of people. Yung Zoom account is binili niya and he lend the account to someone or to a different person.
So kung paano natin i-regulate yan?
Yes.
Sa COMELEC kasi, wala pa tayong guidelines or rules concerning campaigning in social media. But merong nung 2019 sa Republic Act 9006, which is the Fair Election Act, which prescribes how the COMELEC shall regulate yung pong campaign materials, campaigning activities of candidates. Ito po ang binanggit tungkol dyan sa social media. They can register yung kanilang account sa Election and Information Department. Yung blog, yung accounts nyo, kung ano mang social media account, you can register it there. It will be considered as yung machinery nung kandidato na gagamitin niya for campaign. Pero wala pa tayong limit kung magkano yun. Ang meron lang limit is yung radio at saka TV. Yan lang ang may limit. Hindi pa nagpo-formulate ng guidelines concerning that. Pero malamang meron na yung lalabas before the campaign period. So, mga December or next year, lalabas yung guidelines na yan. So, let us be careful muna. But, yung ngayon, yung ginagawa nila na they're having meetings and then nag-express. If it is an expression of your free will and your opinion as a person, it is guaranteed naman under the Bill of Rights. Except if it is defamatory o kaya libelous na yan, pwede ka nang kasuhan nung mga taong na-offend mo. But for now, wala pang regulation dyan na provide ang commission. So, ang mangyayari lang is, kung sa broadcasting naman, tulad dito, sa digital platform na to, you just inform the COMELEC and send them your registration logs. Yung broadcast logs nyo, you copy furnish them. And then, when the time comes, if they will require you to produce it, you have to produce it sa COMELEC local.
Wow! Thank you very much, Attorney. Dahil sa mga ganitong kaalaman, lalo na ngayong nalalapit ng eleksyon at mga warning at tips at advice natin sa mga tatakbong kandidato. At ito na ang hinihintay natin, Elenita's Note.
Yes. Bago lang lahat, merong reminder.
Yes, reminder.
Ang reminder natin, extended po yung ating voters registration. So, magsa-start po ulit yan after the filing of certificates of candidacy. And by the way, the filing of certificates of candidacy will be last date Friday. That's tomorrow hanggang 5 o'clock. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. What if there are other candidates within the vicinity na nandoon at 4:45? Okay, ang nakalagay sa COMELEC resolution is we write down all their names if they fall within the 30-meter radius. And then we call them one by one. And then they will be called, then they will file their COC. It is considered filed on time even if lampas na tayo ng 5 p.m. So that's good as filed. For granted that if it is complete. Yan po, inform. And then, yung last day natin ito na naman po tayo last day ng registration na extended is October 30, 2021. Hanggang 5 o'clock lang po, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it does not include Saturdays. So, Mondays to Fridays na lang yan. You take advantage of this opportunity. Because pinagbigyan na po tayo ng COMELEC na pwede tayong makabalik. Kahit pila ng pila, babalik-balik kayo, pwede na kayong makabalik. But, wag nyo na pong hintayin yung last week. Last week, kasi mahabang pila yan at pare-pareho kayo nang iniisip. We would like to accommodate all of you, but pagka naubos na yung oras, sadly, ganun din yung mangyayaring senaryo. Kukunin namin yung nandun sa 30-meter radius at ililista namin and then tatawagin isa-isa for biometrics taking. So, yan po yung aming reminder. And also, wag na po kayong masyadong magalit kung na-inconvenience kayo. Pasensya na lang po because you had ample time anyway since 2019 July until now. Even if we had a suspension kasi nga nagkaroon tayo ng mga lockdown.
Yes.
And also, pasensya na rin po kayo sa yung mga maraming taong nag-advertise ng kanilang candidacy dyan because of that ruling and because of that law na 8436 and 9369 Republic Act. Yan po ang effect niyan. But kung merong magpass ulit ng law na i-curb yan, actually, merong yung kay Miriam, the late Miriam Defensor Santiago, bigla akong naalala meron siyang bill na to control yung premature campaigning. Kasi nga, because of the effects of 8436 and 9369 Republic Acts, meron siyang, pero nawala na siya So, hindi natuloy ito.
Including
But,
requirements.
yes, but meron sanang, you file an intent to run for public office. Yan. You file an intent to run for public office. And then, makikita na dyan kung sino yung mga magfa-file. So, if you file your intent to run for public office, hindi ka na makaka-file ng certificate of candidacy mo if you fail. So, makokontrol na dyan yung premature campaigning kahit hindi natin malabag yung 8436 at saka 9369. But, hindi na natuloy ito kasi nawala na si ma'am. So, hopefully, in the future, merong mag-file ng ganyan. In the future, magbago yung mga boto ng justices. So, pasensya muna tayo. That is the effect of poll automation law, which is Republic Act 8436, amended by Section 13 of Republic Act 9369. So, next meeting, magkita na lang po tayo. Friday na po.
Yes! Balik tayo.
Thank you po. And Elenita's notes.
Elenita's note ngayong araw. If you are really in luck, one day, you might just get away from a fine mess.
Yes, just like nangyari kay Bitong, he got away with it.
Yes.
So kung lucky ka talaga, lucky ka talaga.
Naku!
Maraming salamat, Attorney, dahil sa isang araw na naman at kung paano tayo tumindig sa mga ganitong violations at kaalaman patungkol nga dito sa ating eleksyon. At ito pa rin si Papa P.
At Shagikay, kakulitan nyo tuwing agahan at ito ang tambalang Sipaw ng Morning Balitaktakan.